Hey group, how is it going? What is up? Happy Monday. I know this is the second time that I'm going live, so if you guys are like, whoa, Ashton, you're posting way too much in here, there's way too much stuff, or you know what, I'm looking more for this or more for that, like speak up and tell us, because I don't want to overwhelm you guys in this group, but I do want to help keep you guys accountable and everything like that. Hey, how's it going? So I'm not going to make this very long because I really just want to talk like in a short form of my story, because honestly my story would probably take a good, I could talk for hours on the things that I've gone through and the things that I have overcome and everything. So I just quickly wanted to hop on here because I know that we are seeing new faces pop in. I also know that, one thing that we did is we challenged you guys, and I'm still challenging you guys this week to go, and if you don't want to go live, that is completely okay, but I challenge you to make a video. Please, 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 3 to 5 minute video just sharing about how your life has changed, or if you're just getting started, to please share, what you're looking to accomplish and why you decided to get healthy and fit. So, okay, it's 12:58 on here. Okay, so I want to be cautious of the time, but really, in all honesty, I was someone in high school that was pretty normal weight. Like, I wasn't a stick figure or anything like that. And of course, pregnancy. I got pregnant in my senior year, and that kind of started my whole weight ordeal. I've always loved food, but you know how I was someone who in high school, like I could eat I never watched what I ate, and but it never really affected me too much. Like, do you know what I'm saying here? So it's not like I could eat whatever I want, and yeah. So, but it never really affected me too much. So it was the pregnancies that kind of started my whole weight gain situation. So I gained like 80 pounds with my oldest son, and then I lost like 60 and kept on 20 of it. And then it kind of kept that up with the next, and then yeah. So Madeline, same thing, ordeal. But what really, really pushed me over the edge to start getting healthy and fit and everything was I had back surgery in January of 2010. So I had half of my L5 disc removed, and it was insane. It was not fun. And I had my son, like, we ended up pregnant a couple months after the back surgery, which we weren't trying at that time. But anyways, so I was at my heaviest when I was pregnant with my third child. I was, oh my goodness, how much did I weigh? I want to say it was 268 pounds, like 270 pounds. It was like right around there. I should figure out exactly how much I weighed, because that's insane. And even though after my back surgery, I actually got into the gym, I started doing the elliptical where my grandma was working at and stuff, because I was like, okay, maybe weight had a big deal with it and stuff. And I didn't want to have to go through another back surgery ever again in my life. So I started getting healthy and fit, and it wasn't until like I started having like pain and cramping and stuff, and that's when I found out I was pregnant with Evan. But I had a crazy kind of situation with Evan that ended up into having a C-section with him, and I had to get put to sleep, and I literally thought I was dying. Like, I couldn't breathe when they put me under, and of course that was probably just me going to sleep, but in my head I'm like, I'm dying, I'm never going to be able to see my kids again. And that kind of drove me to not only the back surgery, but then this put in place really drove me to want to get healthy and fit. Because I'm like, man, if something happens to me, I don't know what's going to happen to my kids. They need me. Like, I need to do whatever I can to prevent, diseases and to prevent anything like this to happen to me, so that I can be there for them. I can be the best mom that I can be, and I can prevent whatever it is that I can prevent. So that drove me to get healthy and fit. And I was doing hip hop abs because I had DVDs from like 2008, didn't even know about this whole Team Beachbody ordeal. And I didn't know that there was like a calendar I just put in the DVDs that I liked to do hip hop abs to because I love to dance. So I'm like, all right, I'm sweating up a storm here and I'm having fun. It was great. And I think that's something too that a lot of people shy away from. They're like, they want to do these hardcore workouts, but I'm telling you, if you've never done a workout program in your life, doing one where you're having fun and you're still losing weight and you're still going to get results, but yet you're enjoying it, is a great way to start off a program. Because I hopped into Insanity because Shanti was doing it, because Shanti was the person of hip hop abs. And let me tell you, I was 238 pounds. I had my son November, so it's his birthday month. I had him November 14th of 2010. So back surgery, January of 2010. My son November of 2010, and I was kind of doing hip hop abs, just kind of whatever. March of 2011, I was 238 pounds. My sister has watched me birth my kids twice. She was there for 2 of the births, okay, in the room. And I did not want her taking my before photos. That's how horrible I felt where I was at. Like, I was so scared to be in my little shorts and my whatever. I didn't want her to take my photos, but I knew that I needed to take them. And they're so important that you guys take photos, taking them every 30 days or 60 days, because we see ourselves every single day. So, when I first started Insanity, I knew that the weight was dropping, but I couldn't see it on myself. So anyways, that was the biggest thing, was that, I was not confident. I had no energy. I hated taking my kids to the park because seriously, I would be out of breath in a matter of 2 seconds. My asthma was skyrocketing. You guys know how it feels. Even now, when I have times where I'm kind of more on eating whatever I want and I'm maybe up 5 pounds, you just feel the difference. You feel sluggish. You feel not as great. It's just, if you guys know what I'm talking about, right? You guys can throw some hearts up if I know that you know what I'm talking about, because I totally, you feel a difference. But anyways, so I started Insanity in March of 2011. I lost 30 pounds with my first round, so that was 2 months, 60 days, and then 20 pounds with the second. So I lost 50 pounds in 4 months with doing Insanity. Oh man. And let me tell you, I couldn't jump. You guys all know what power jumps are, right? Power jumps, jump up, touch your knees. I couldn't jump. So I was like, well, and they didn't have no modifiers. I figured this out on my own. I was like, okay, if they're jumping and they're sitting up there tucking their knees like this, I'll just stand up here and go like this. So you guys, for those of you that are even starting your journey, if you're like, Ashna, I don't even know how to do this because I don't know how to modify it and they're not modifying it to where I need to, what can I do? Open up. Let me talk to you guys. I know what I'm talking about. I do, mostly. But, so I don't think I would be as far as I am in my journey or continue this if I wasn't a coach, though. That's one thing that really drove me was being a coach. And it's because I probably would have lost my first 50 pounds with the 2 rounds of Insanity, and then I would have probably stopped. So anyways, I lost 100 pounds in 18 months, and I just continued to progress because I was sharing my journey, sharing people. I still have them out on my YouTube. If you go all the way to the beginning of my YouTube stuff, there's these 2-minute videos where I'm dig, I'm dripping sweat, big old puffy face. I'm dig deep. You can do it. So it was, and people were like, you're so motivating. I'm like, okay, whatever you say, okay. So anyways, that's just kind of the backstory about how I started to get healthy and fit and why why it drove me to get healthy and fit. And you guys have to have a why behind why you're doing it. And you know what? It's okay to be like, you know what? I want to feel better about myself. I want to look better. I want more confidence. but you need something that's going to get you up every single day to do your workout. It needs to push you, even though when you're sore, like I knew I wouldn't want anything to happen to me because of my kids. I'm like, what would happen if I wasn't here? And I know that that's kind of extreme, but when I went through my back surgery and I went through the crazy C-section, it was something that was like, I have to do something. And so I was getting up, after doing Insanity, you guys, I'm walking from my bed to my living room, and I'm like literally like waddling like this. My calves hurt so bad. I didn't realize that that's how sore I was gonna be. But I figured, I was like, oh, if I'm this sore, it's probably working. So I just continued to push, and I continued to go, because I'm like, you know what? My kids mean more than me to that. And so I can use a scale to where I put my kids on one pedestal of the scale, and I can put all my addictions. I was smoking cigarettes, yet I was huffing and puffing on my inhaler because of my asthma. So I could put the chocolate, the candy, the junk food, I in order for me to start even doing the whole Beachbody, I would I think we used to go gambling, and we used to take like $20 every other week. So that was $40 a month. And then, of course, smoking and stuff. I had to get rid of my addictions, and it was okay, because they were addictions that, even though they weren't extreme, like, I put them all on the pedestal. And I'm like, you know what? I can't look at my kids and say, hey, kids, you guys, your mom was, I'm sorry, but I have now diseases. I have things that are affecting my body. I'm really unhealthy, and I might pass away when I'm 50 years old because the decisions I made were, I wanted my addictions more than I want to be here for the rest of my life and be with you and prevent whatever I can. And, I couldn't look at them. I wouldn't be able to look at them and say that. Like, you know what? I was selfish. I let off of this, and my addictions are more important. And so I made that decision. And I am forever thankful and grateful and blessed, and I know that the Lord put this in my path. I know with all my heart that He's the one that brought this to me to make this lifestyle change, and it's been a progression from there. It's been something that I have been so thankful and blessed for. I actually found the Lord becoming a coach and going in there, so that's a whole nother story. But like I said, you guys, I want to challenge you guys. Share a bit about your story. If you don't want to go live, do a 3 to 5 minute video about, even if you're just starting, or even if you are if you haven't even done a workout yet, just share why you became a part of this group. Share with people what you've experienced in this group, if you've been in this group, and let us know, because it's so amazing to be. And I said I was going to go about 5 minutes. Sorry. You only have to go 3 to 5 minutes. But anyways, that's a bit about my story. So I have lost over 100 pounds. I've kept it off. I've gained some weight here with Christian and stuff, and I've lost a lot of weight since having him too. But I'm not at my goal. But I'm okay. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm okay where I'm at, but I'm kind of still at the beginning of the year where I was. And I want to push harder, just because I know how I feel, and it's not much that I need to accomplish and do, but it's really just staying focused on my health, or staying focused on my nutrition and stuff, and continuing to work out and stuff like that. But I want to finish off the rest of this year strong, and I want you all to come in here with me and do this too. And it's going to be a hard last 2 months, because we know that there's holidays, we know that there's this and that. So we're going to give you guys as many tips and tools and resources as we can to keep you guys pushing through this. But this group is where we need to come together. You guys, we're here together. It's a family. We're here to push one another. We're here to be like, hey, you know what? But you guys have to be vulnerable and be open and honest. So if last night, you know what, you opened up a bag of Oreos and started eating a couple of them, talk about it, you guys. Just share that stuff, because it's so valuable and important that, aw, thanks, girl. It's so valuable and important that we know that we're real. Like, I could show you a picture of where I was at the beginning of this year, 80-day obsession. we killed it. We had a group that killed 80-day obsession. No joke. We were all like, we rocked it. And then the rest of this year has been more like, okay, you know, like I'm still doing my stuff. I'm not gaining and I'm not losing. And I'm like, okay, I know that I have more goals that I want to accomplish and stuff. But to be real with myself, it's been, I don't like to prep food just because, I mean, I'm a single parent of 4 kids. My time is like this, but I know how much more if I just actually prep the food, how amazing I feel and how wonderful I feel and how much of a difference even mentally I feel, you know? So it's like, I know where I need, what I need to do, and I'm going to do it, and I want you guys to join me. So anyways, I love you all. I hope that you guys are having a wonderful Monday, and again, please feel free to share a story in here. You don't have to go live, but I want to hear it, because for one, I guarantee you it's going to push me more to hear what you guys have felt, you know, what you guys have done, what you guys struggle with and stuff, to just know that we're all human, we're not robots, but we have goals, and we need to remind ourselves of these whys. We need to remind ourselves that if this person can do it because she's a single mom of 4 kids that runs her household, you know, I have my kids pretty much full time. I have one kid that's 50-50. The rest of them are full time. It's not easy. It's totally not easy, but they're the reason. That's a big reason why I do what I do. And not to mention, again, like I said, I want to feel strong like I did before I was pregnant with Christian. I was at a point where I was so determined. I was so strong. You guys, people will sit there and be like, why are you're not going to have a treat for Thanksgiving? It's Thanksgiving. I didn't want to, because I knew my addiction was with food, you guys. I knew that I struggled, that the minute that I had a cookie, it wasn't going to be just one. And I knew that if I had a cookie today, then the next holiday or the next day, there's leftovers, so I should probably have another cookie to get rid of it. I just know myself with my struggles and the food that I have, but it's easier and best for me. If you guys can treat yourself, great. I had to find treats, so like my beach bars, or creating something with Shakeology, or finding a healthier option, so maybe it's a protein cookie, or protein. So it's way better than having this. And so you guys will have to start to figure out what trips you up. Some people, the scale trips them up. So figure out what trips you up and all that stuff. And I've talked for so long, so oh my goodness, I am so sorry, you guys. I love you guys all though. And yes, this group, we're going to be putting more into it. I talked about it earlier today, so if you didn't see that video, just check it out. We're going to challenge you guys. I'm actually just going to create a post of what I expect of you guys, and then I will talk to you guys later. So have a blessed rest of your week, and we will see you guys soon. Love you guys.